Have you ever accomplished something that you prayed for and you still felt empty right after? Like, okay, what's next? That's because you're so busy chasing the next win, like it's going to fix everything. If you don't fix this one thing, it'll never really matter how much you accomplish. Right now, there are people with way less going on who wake up genuinely just happy because they take a second to appreciate what they do have. It's one simple thing that they do every day, and you may be missing it. And if you don't fix this one thing, it'll never really matter how much you accomplish in life. And that's having gratitude. To keep it real, I used to live my life always focused on just getting to the next level or the next achievement. I would often tell myself, once I get this, I'll be happy. Once I hit that next milestone, I'll finally feel fulfilled. And you know what happened? I hit that goal and I felt nothing. Maybe it was a quick high for like 2 days. I remember hitting a major milestone that I had been working towards for months. I told myself that it would change everything once I hit that milestone. And that day happened when I finally hit that goal. I barely even paused to celebrate. I was already stressed about the next thing on my list. I was so busy climbing the ladder that I never stopped to look at how far I had already come because I was so focused on what I didn't have that I completely ignored everything that I did have. I was living in a constant state of lack, even when I was winning. That's exactly how burnout happens. And just feeling empty no matter how much you accomplish. So I had to make a shift. And it started with something so simple that I almost dismissed it, which was gratitude. I had to shift my internal state, my energy, and my entire relationship with my life. I was operating from a mindset of not enough money, not enough progress, not enough success. Everything was just filtered through what was missing. And when that's your lens, nothing will ever feel like it's enough. So instead of building from lack, I needed to build from abundance. And that shift is what changed everything. What people don't understand about gratitude is that it's a frequency shift. Everything in this universe operates on energy and vibration. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your focus is all frequency. And whatever frequency you're on, that's what you attract more of. When you're constantly focused on what's missing, what's wrong, what you don't have, you're vibrating at a frequency of lack. And the universe responds by giving you more of what you're thinking that you're lacking. But when you shift into gratitude and genuinely just appreciate what's already in your life, and you move into a frequency of abundance, which will attract more abundance. Think about it. When you're grateful, you feel lighter, happier, and more at peace. That's a high vibration. When you're operating from that space, you get more opportunities. You now have solutions to problems and things just start flowing. But when you're stressed, complaining, and you're negative and just focusing on problems, that's a low vibration. And operating from that space, it just makes everything feel harder and it makes you feel like nothing works or nothing is working. You're just grinding with no results, basically. So don't wait until everything is perfect to be grateful. Practice gratitude while you're building and just appreciate where you are while trying to obtain more. The reason why you can accomplish everything on your list and still feel empty is because you've trained your brain to only focus on what's next. You've conditioned yourself to believe that happiness will come with the next goal or the next achievement and the next level. But if you can't be grateful now, you won't be grateful then. There's always going to be a next level and always something more to achieve. It don't stop. The life you're living right now is a life that you were praying for a year ago. Stop and think about that for a second. A year ago, you were somewhere completely different. You were stressed out about different problems and wishing and praying for different things to happen, like opportunities that you didn't have yet. And now you have some of those things. Some of those things that you pray for, you have them. But instead of appreciating them, you already moved on to the next set of problems, the next set of goals, and the next thing that you don't have yet without even showing gratitude. That body that you keep criticizing in the mirror is healthier than it was last year. You're stronger, you have more energy. Maybe you finally lost that weight that you've been trying to lose for the past year. But instead of celebrating that progress, You're focused on the 10 more pounds that need to come off, the cellulite that's still there, the abs that aren't defined enough yet. And as far as that relationship that you keep taking for granted, remember you used to be lonely wishing for it? You used to scroll through couple photos feeling left out. You used to pray for someone who would just show up for you, support you, and understand you. And now that you have that person, you're annoyed that they left dishes in the sink. We all do this. We achieve the things that we've been wanting. We get the blessings and receive the answers to the prayers. And then we adapt so quickly that we forget it was ever something that we wanted, or we forget it was ever something we didn't have. The life you have right now is someone else's prayer. The problem that you're complaining about is problem someone else is praying to have. The body that you're criticizing, someone else is in the hospital wishing that they had it. And the relationship that you're taking for granted, someone else is crying themselves to sleep, wishing for that relationship. So wake up, y'all. This current reality was once your dream. Y'all remember that? We have to stop missing the blessings that are sitting right in front of us. One of the ways I practice gratitude, I write down or I think about 3 things that I'm grateful for every morning, and not the same 3 things every day. I make myself find new ones. It could be as simple as I'm grateful for hot coffee, or as deep as I'm grateful to wake up healthy today. But the specifics don't matter. What matters is training my brain to look for all the good first thing in the morning. And if I feel myself complaining throughout the day, I have to catch myself. Sometimes I just have to pause and reframe. You know what? I tell myself, you know what? This is stressful because I'm grateful that I'm able to do something that challenges me. I'm so tired because I'm grateful that my body is telling me that it needs to rest. It sounds small, but those micro shifts, they really add up. And at night before bed, I like to reflect on one win from the day, one moment that I'm proud of. Maybe I had a hard conversation with somebody that I was avoiding, or maybe I showed up when I didn't feel like it. Acknowledging those small wins, it just builds momentum. It reminds you that you're moving forward even when it doesn't feel like it. One of the things that happened when I started practicing gratitude is my relationship completely transformed. Because when you're grateful for the people in your life, you stop taking them for granted, and you stop focusing on what they're not doing, and you start focusing and you start appreciating the things that they are doing for you. So that partner who supports you, instead of focusing on one thing that they forgot, you acknowledge the 10 things that they did remember. And when people feel appreciated, they just show up more. They show up differently. They begin to give more. They try harder. Your relationship deepens because you're operating from love instead of lack. And honestly, people can feel your energy. When you're genuinely grateful, you become magnetic. People want to be around you. Opportunities come to you. Doors open that were previously closed because you shifted your frequency. Some of you might be thinking that if you're too grateful, you may lose your drive and you become complacent. But you won't, because gratitude means appreciating where you are while you work toward where you're going. You can be grateful for your current income while building toward more. You can be grateful for your current body while working on your fitness goals, and appreciate your progress while pushing for that next level. In fact, gratitude makes you more effective, because when you're operating from a place of abundance instead of lack of, you will only attract more. Gratitude just doesn't change you, it changes everyone around you. When you start operating from gratitude, your energy shifts. Energy is contagious, right? Your kids notice, your partner notices. You become the person who lifts the room instead of draining it, and the person who also believes things will work out instead of doubting them. You also take more risks because you're not operating from fear of loss, you're operating from abundance. You attract better opportunities because your frequency is aligned with success. Gratitude isn't just practice, it's a portal to a completely different life. So if this resonated with you, I want you to try something. For the next 7 days, write down 3 things that you're grateful for, and do this every morning. It doesn't matter what it is, and watch what happens. Watch how your days start to shift. Watch how you start noticing things that you were blind to before, and watch how opportunities start appearing that weren't there the last week. Don't wait until you have everything to be grateful. Be grateful now. And that gratitude, it becomes a foundation for everything that you build. Are you going to keep chasing the next thing and missing what's right in front of you? Or are you going to shift that frequency and start attracting from a place of abundance? Do me a favor, drop a comment and tell me one thing that you're grateful for. Let's raise this vibration together. And if you found value in this, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're building a community of people who understand that real power starts from within. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.